Gentlemen,
Fuck out of here.
We are so back.
you ready to pod?
Let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of the Rap Cave. I'm here with a few of the crew. I'm here with some people that want to work. I'm with my boys, Chris. I'm with.
What up?
Yeah, I'm with. You already know. You already know, Birdie. I'm not doing all that. You can do that for yourself, but
Birds.
man, listen, crisp apples. I'm Chris Pyatt, by the way, if you don't know. Crisp apples, man. Back in the building.
Yeah, the return of.
This motherfucker went 3 rounds with COVID, whooped its ass every single time.
Yeah, exactly. But it always gets me in the first half.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Every time I call you in the first half, you losing, bro.
Dog, I swear to God, I don't know anyone else that's had it 3 fucking times. It makes me so mad because I don't even be doing bro. The shit, it's fuck, and I get so sick every time too.
What's the more shocking 3-0? Chris versus COVID or Boston versus Dallas?
The Boston versus
so
Dallas is
fucking
crazy.
pissed. I'm so pissed.
I know.
I cannot
I
believe
saw
it.
that's the record right now.
My
right?
heart is broken.
Mhm.
It's in
We're
shambles.
recording on Friday. They're gonna wrap it up tonight.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that team is defeated. When you go down 3-0, you get defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Nah, if it was like 3-1,
yeah.
but
Well,
3-0.
that's how I felt too about 6 days ago. But then look who bounced back.
That's true.
Let's hope that's the case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
so-
I would fucking. Oh my god, a Boston 3-0 collapse would be just like the greatest thing ever.
The greatest.
And I
shit
love
ever,
Bill
nigga.
Simmons. I don't know why he's one of my favorite people ever, but
Oh yeah, you know.
I would love to see. Yeah, good dude. No, no, he's probably an asshole. Like,
Low-key, yeah.
but dude loves basketball and he's just a diehard Celtic fan. Like, I need to see the pod when he freaks out, because the best thing about him is that, like, he's that guy in life where everything is going perfect, but he's still gonna be like, I'm gonna highlight the 1% that's wrong, like, and just say I'm a little worried. Things are going good, but I'm a little worried. Like, he's that guy. He does that take every week with the Celtics, bro. I can't stand it. But
Yeah, it's like the economy was good, but then 9/11 happened. So you know,
this is not a basketball podcast, though. We had a lot of music to talk about, but
do.
before, well, let me see, bro. I had actually a couple things in the intro. Let me put. Oh yeah. So before we get to new music, I want to announce, because I didn't get to say it last week. I had it in my notes and I forgot. The Lego Pharrell Williams biopic, October 11th.
Man, I don't know about.
You all
that,
see the
dog.
trend? Look up Lego Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking hilarious. This is not me just trying to find an excuse to talk about Kendrick. This shit is really. Did you see this?
Mm.
Oh, bro, you're gonna see it. Jay-Z's in it. Snoop Dogg's in it,
I don't know if I can find.
and that's Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar.
this one is right.
Yeah, the one that go over like 4 in the top row. Yeah, that one.
Which
That
one?
was just a more. That was it. That was a close up of it.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
You said top row.
Yeah, top row. It's with the blue graphic right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Kendrick Lamar.
Why is he? Oh, is that a beanie or a hard hat?
Like a hard hat.
Yeah. And then look up Snoop and Jay just for reference for drop. So now Pharrell Williams doing a biopic, and his biopic will be in Legos. Now, my question is this.
Yeah, that's Snoop. Snoop's actually resembles him though.
That's what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
Like the Kendrick one doesn't.
And the
really.
Jay one does too.
You said Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Bro.
And
Is it?
but they got the long hair Jay-Z. They got like the newer
Oh,
Jay-Z.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. To be fair, it's hard to represent anybody through Legos, but Snoop actually kind of looks like him though.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
got the hat right and everything.
Bro, this nigga for real too damn old to be doing this shit, bro.
My
Like,
question is
a
this.
biopic though.
yeah, like that's.
A Pharrell biopic is hard though. He deserves one.
Yeah, for sure.
A
but
biopic, but not no motherfucking
Not in
animated
Not
cartoon
in
series and
Legos.
shit.
Well, that's
Save that
my
shit
question.
Save that shit for Batman and.
That's my question. Who's weirder, Pharrell for wanting to make this biopic Legos, or me for actually wanting to watch it?
Man,
I
I
mean,
ain't watching
well,
that
I'll
shit.
probably watch it at some point.
I'm gonna
but-
watch this shit, dog.
I'm
I
not
am.
watching that shit, dog.
Bro,
That's
that's
just a
it's,
joke.
It's just crazy.
tell
Like,
you.
Lego, dude. First of all, this is just a quick little side note. Do y'all know how expensive Legos actually fucking are now?
Dude,
Mhm.
it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Dog, there's some sets that go for like $5,000. Like that
Yeah.
shit is insane for some plastic.
And they're way cooler, by the way, than what we had.
Yeah,
But,
well, they got a bunch of shit. You get like the Star Wars ones are the crazy.
but the
ones.
inflation, it's a little
inflation-
too extra.
Inflation hit Lego City.
Dude,
way
inflation
too-
got hit with inflation for
Inflation hit
Legos.
Lego Island so fucking hard.
Dog.
Hey, Lego Island 2, shout out one of the
I'll
best
tell
games
you.
ever made.
Oh yeah, dog. Shout out. I still got that game. But yeah, that was it. That was all I wanted to mention on that. The Jay-Z Tom Brady, I didn't actually fully see this. So Jay-Z performed PSA for Tom Brady at his Hall of Fame ceremony, right?
Just PSA.
Was it
I
just
think
PSA?
he performed another song, but I ain't watch it though.
Why'd he choose PSA? Just mention Tom Brady.
Because it's a fucking legendary song to come out to when you Tom fucking Brady.
It's a good song.
Like-
Hey, look, I can't mention Jay-Z around.
There
Ryan.
goes-
He started getting
I'm just
fucking-
saying.
There
like,
goes
shit,
Birdie's kick.
Who better for an artist for Tom Brady than Jay-Z?
Yeah, go for goat.
No,
I'm
for
with
sure.
it.
I'm just out of every song. Is there like a reason that it was PSA?
PSA is a public service announcement. The GOAT is about to come out. The motherfucking what's that shit
It
called?
could,
The
be
Tunnel.
it could be Tom Brady's favorite Jay song. I don't know. But
Something tells me Tom Brady don't listen to Jay-Z, but
He probably don't.
dog, he don't. He don't. He's too busy kissing his son on the mouth.
did you guys watch? Did you guys watch the?
You see that, Chris?
huh?
Did you ever see the Tom Brady with the? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Did you guys watch the roast?
Yeah, I seen clips
I
of
seen
it.
clips
I ain't
of
watch
it.
it, but I seen
started
clips.
it. I didn't finish it, but that was like because when you do a roast, there's like certain thing you can say like what to leave off the table. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it's a huge thing, and that was something that they said not to mention. But they kind of alluded to it. But they went crazy on the divorce shit. It was nuts. Like
Oh, yeah.
to the point where like the kids are like upset about it. Which like the wife being upset, that's one thing. But like, the kids, all right, let them have it. But the wife is like, I mean. You're married to one of the. You're married to one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be in the spotlight.
And
like,
also, like you know, like you kind of chose this path. Like you like
that's what I
the
mean.
divorce
yeah.
was amicable.
Mhm.
From my understanding, she initiated it.
I think
I
so.
believe.
Yeah, because he wouldn't stop playing football.
Yeah.
Just to do one more season. He lost his whole family to play one more season. That's crazy.
Hey, you
A
know what?
bum
He
ass
don't
season
regret
on
it,
top of that.
and he don't regret
You
it
said
too.
what?
That's how
A
psycho
bum
he is.
ass season on top of
Yeah,
that.
he did that. No rings that season.
Yeah. But
that's my girl.
so my question is, y'all think I could get Kendrick to perform at my ceremony?
Ceremony for what?
Hall of Fame, man.
The Hall of Fame of what?
Hall of Fame, man. I'm gonna get in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame for sure. For
Well,
sure.
first they have to open.
Lock it in. I'm going to graduate med school and get Ken Carson. Fucking bum.
He's about to get Eminem to perform Houdini.
Fucking bum. Nah, he ain't on that
He
level.
ain't on that level.
He ain't on that
But
level.
motherfucking.
Motherfucker got Ken Carson, bro. Ken Carson be canceling shows. He got time. He got time for Amr. He got time for Amr.
I need Jay at my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
What's
Jay,
your- what-
Jay
what
or
you
Yeet?
got?
What,
Work
what are
hard,
you
my
going
boy.
to the Hall of Fame for?
Huh?
You
What
gotta
going to
work
the Hall of
hard.
Fame?
I don't know. I'm gonna be right beside this nigga. or a Yeet. If I get Yeet at my shit.
That's a crazy either or.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
That's a crazy either
That
or.
shit gonna be
Going
turned.
for Jay-Z, but I'll take you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Chris, who would you do for your Hall of Fame when this pod reaches the Hall of Fame?
Who would my Hall
With
of
those of us that show up.
my Hall of Fame performer be? Do they have to be alive? Can I get a posthumous concert? Can I get a hologram concert? A Mac Miller
Yeah.
hologram concert?
Yeah, you
Bro,
get that.
I wanted to bring that up, but then I was like, not a good joke. I was like,
I mean, poor taste, but
yeah, but I knew that's what you would want.
if they did it with Tupac,
Yeah. Is anybody mad though that like I saw people on Twitter going, Jay-Z didn't do any of the hip hop 50th anniversary
Yeah, I saw that
performances,
too,
but he
like-
performed for the white man Tom Brady.
dog. I don't know about that. That's a reach. I feel.
Well, Hove actively hates the Grammys, so he wasn't going to do that one. He went to the Grammys and shit on them for not respecting Beyonce.
Yeah, Jay like historically doesn't do a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
What? Maybe he's just a fucking fan of Tom Brady. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure what Jay-Z did in his
it
mind is
definitely wasn't
Go-
money
go.
based because what the fuck does he need money for?
Yeah.
Like, you know
Hove
what I
ain't
mean?
trying to be in a room with you peasants.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, God to you niggas. You already said.
I ain't on the gram. They record who I am.
But
That shit hard.
did Drake go to that the 50th hip hop anniversary celebration? Yeah, it's like the best.
I honestly, I
The
didn't
the,
really hear
the
anything
goats
about
like,
it.
I don't think Kanye
Kendrick
was there.
did,
Kendrick, like,
Cole.
yeah, the best of the
No,
best.
it was
not-
more so. It was more so that honestly, it was the legacy acts. It was like Queen Latifah. It was like a lot of like the
Wu-Tang,
legendary,
but
yeah,
whatever, yeah.
like the legendary hip hop acts.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
no, it was like that's like one of them events.
It was
like
a dope.
yeah,
It was a dope performance too at the Grammys, by the way. Like it
like
was.
the legend, all the legends gonna be there, but it's like
My brother
shit.
just saw
the
Ray-
niggas who hired ain't gotta go. Like
My brother saw
clearly.
Raekwon perform last weekend or the one before.
Really?
Yeah, because they have. He lives in Williamsburg in Brooklyn, but Bushwick, the neighborhood next door, they do like a Bushwick block party at the beginning of the summer. So last year they had Ghostface, and this year they had Raekwon.
Oh, that's fire.
That's
So
fire.
it's like he's seeing these people for free, which is pretty fucking dope. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. The other thing before we get to new music, so I sent you a message. You can pull it up on the screen. I sent you a link to a tweet, and there's a study that shows that sex playlists help. They help, facilitate the vibes. They help even potentially last longer.
I guess.
And so, the thing is, though, the catch here is that there is one song that is on the most of these playlists, and it is Nicki Minaj, "Sex Is the Best."
What? That's not. That's first of all, that's just corny.
Yeah. Now, I'm kind of mad that my spot's getting blown up because that's my bag. That's my bag. The playlist before the freak off is my bag.
Freak off. Shut
It's
the fuck up,
110%
Duh.
my bag.
Just imagine this nigga, this nigga turn on a playlist with Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah, and he said, "What's up, baby? Let me set the vibe." And he goes, "Ah!"
Hey, yo, you. Loving you is complicated.
Talk about, hey, baby, what you think about this? Dear Adonis.
You lied. Duh.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, my God.
That's just
No, Kendrick is on. Actually, I think there's one. Oh, yeah, Love's on there. Love's on there sometimes. I make different playlists for different situations, but it's all the shit that you said you wasn't feeling. The Anderson .Paaks, the R&B
Man,
type
if I'm
shit.
turning on song, I'm turning on me some motherfucking Tory Lanez, Let Me Know. You know, I'm already say that. Who I
Tory
got?
Lanez is a good
Drake,
one for the playlist.
obviously.
Yeah,
That's just,
Drake?
that's
Drake
too
is on there.
obvious. Let me look at my artists real quick.
Drake is on there for mine.
Like
I got
when Chrysler
motherfucking-
made that one car.
Have y'all
that
ever
looked just
made a
like
play?
Bentley.
Have y'all ever made a playlist to smash?
No,
No.
I don't fuck the music. I don't like it.
Brent Fire is fire.
Yeah,
As fuck.
that's a good one.
I
I think I have some Brent on some of them.
I don't like fucking the music because one, I start reciting the lyrics in my head and then I get distracted.
Oh, I do too, for
And
sure.
if I start fucking to the same rhythm of the music, then I just start laughing to myself. I can't take it seriously.
The Weeknd.
Oh no, see that should be helping me find my groove. That should be helping me lock in. That should be helping me lock in. Sometimes you gotta just follow the rhythm.
Fucking to the most up tempo music like Daft Punk shit.
Oh fuck
Ain't
no,
nothing
fuck
gonna
no.
stop me
All
from-
my shit is slow. All my
Ain't
shit
nothing
is
gonna
slow.
stop me from blowing in 90 seconds.
The low-
Well, the sound of her voice is really the music to my ears. That's all it is.
Hey, I think The Weeknd got the best though. The best sex music show. Gone.
The problem
The
is
problem
is
is a lot of girls don't like Weekend like I thought.
Man.
A lot of the pretty women in
That
my life
trilogy, dog.
don't fuck
that
with
shit.
well,
Don't
I-
fire,
Weeknd
nigga.
like that.
But you have to keep like for when we were like, all right, yeah, the trilogy. Think about when the trilogy came out. Like that was what all the houses. That was the biggest thing. But like now he's transitioned from like the smooth R&B to like a fucking
Yeah,
pop
no,
star
he trash.
Yeah.
type of thing.
Trash now.
I mean, I don't hate him, but you know what I mean. But
That
he's,
I
Starboy
won't say
shit
trash.
garbage as hell.
that's like
No, but the new one is fire. Dawn
new
FM.
what?
Dawn
Dawn
FM,
FM?
the one from
It's
now
alright.
it's like 2 years old.
yeah, it's kind of it's like being
That
like,
shit's fire.
let me
It's
throw on Bruno Mars.
It still don't hit the same. It's like sometimes he be trying to tap back into his old bag and he can't.
Yeah.
He can't really connect
and
like
you know,
he used to.
It's like as someone who makes music, like
You
there,
just say
there
that
is
because
like
he shot
a,
Drake's boy.
when you get, but like as
Nobody
someone who
worry
makes
about
music,
that
like, when
hummingbird
you,
ass
when you
nigga.
kind of like move past like an old style or whatever.
That nigga's a hummingbird. That nigga was on fucking motherfucking what's his name? Metro album humming. Can't
yeah.
listen to a falsetto nigga save it for a hip hop nigga.
But yeah, when you like I said, like making music, like when you like move past the style that you used to do and you kind of transition into something new, and a lot of the shit you make is kind of similar. It's like it's hard to kind of tap back into that bag too, or like when you try to, it just doesn't happen the same. You know what I mean? So like I kind of see that. Yeah, I mean Dawn FM was a good album though.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fire.
fire
Is There
album.
Someone Else is a fire song.
Oh yeah, that shit is
super hard.
that shit is super tough, man. But yeah, so I just wanted to open that up to the room, be a little honest with yourselves, because I was like, I know that's my bag, but I'd ask the homies.
This nigga Chris a freak. This nigga freaky as hell, ain't he? Chris,
That's
He
between
freaky
me
as
and my
hell.
goddesses. That's between me and my goddesses. New music. Before we do that though, Chris, you were gone 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
It's not gonna hit the same because the part-time workers ain't here. But
It's all right.
take the floor, man.
The good takes
You had
are
a
here, so-
think about what's happened since this man hasn't been on a podcast. It's been almost a month now since we had the full crew.
Yeah, I know.
So-
it's something hard to get everyone together.
So, K Tronada.
K Tronada.
Last thing that happened was Vince Staples.
Yeah, that was
when
the
you
last
potted.
thing. Yeah, pretty much. So K Tronada, obviously.
M single,
you-
everything,
yeah,
whatever you want. Floor is yours.
You knew You knew how I was coming with that one. K Tronada is like one of my favorite producers of all time. That shit is fire, just as expected. I don't know if it's as good as Bubba, which came out in 2019. I want to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say 19.
Probably
Sounds right.
19. But we were just talking about that is that I think the difference is that this album it's super cohesive. Everything he does is pretty cohesive, but I think, which is a good thing in the context of the album. But at the same time, it didn't have as many standout songs in my opinion. Where Bubba had a couple of songs that really stood out, like 10% with Kali Uchis.
I'll say this. I think with that album, and not to interrupt, I just want to interject because I think you'll agree. To me, with the K Tronada album, I like it, but what it comes down to is that the vocal performances aren't as good to me. Like the rapping is like bro, K Tronada should have been able to get better rappers on this album. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a weird combination. He had. Let me pull up
Like
the track
weird
list real quick.
weird should have been it's a banging ass beat. And then what was the one before it? Track 3. I'm blanking on it.
It was somebody I never heard of. It was like Lou.
Yeah.
Something I've never
Like,
heard of it.
bro,
He had Channel Trey, who I
you
don't.
can't
really,
get a Mine.
I
You
don't-
can't get none of these people. You just did a whole project with a Mine.
Well, yeah, but
Bum
that kind
ass
of makes
nigga.
sense to not have a Mine because he just did. A
I
whole
feel you,
project.
but like you can't get like a that level rapper.
Yeah, because like the last one had like Mick Jenkins and shit. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like he went with people that didn't vocally perform too well.
Yeah, let me pull.
But
pull
the
up.
beats are
I mean,
fire.
It was.
Get your features up,
It
little
was
nigga.
good. He had Don Toliver. Don Toliver didn't really do that much. Wait, what's up?
Bro, Bernie just be talking shit, and it's so funny. It's so funny. I swear to
He's
God.
got Tinashe, who's
Yeah,
had a crazy like.
Nasty is a
pop.
banger.
It's huge right now. That's
And there's that one TikTok of her dancing.
no, she bad.
I love that
Got
one.
Childish Gambino, Anderson
I'll make
Paak.
a
I like
playlist
that
for
song. Yeah, the Thundercat one's good too.
Yeah,
And
Thundercat.
Pink Panthers I fuck with too.
Oh yeah, she's
Mariah,
hard.
Mariah the Scientist, Thug's girlfriend.
Is it Mariah or Maria? I think it's
Mariah.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't put that in the documents at all. The thug shit. But go ahead. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
saying.
I was
We can
gonna
talk about that,
ask
too.
you if you want
Yeah,
to talk
so-
about that, but I feel like we just like not really suited for that because I don't know a lot of shit about.
I don't-
it.
I don't
It's
either.
hard to say.
Yeah.
I did read.
But it sounds like grounds for a mistrial. A lot of people are saying that.
I
Yeah, I've
do
been
know
seeing
what
that.
happened the other day, so I could talk about that. But
Go
let me
ahead,
just
finish
get,
your
let me just
cooking.
get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So K Tronada album, I loved it. Rod, I don't think it's something you would necessarily be like crazy about, but it's good. It's more like it's kind of dance music and shit. It's like house, but he's like it's like house with like a flair to it. He's fucking cool. He's a cold ass producer, and he's
Yeah,
worked
he's
with
one
a
of the coolest producers.
bunch of huge fucking people. He's really fucking sick. And then Houdini came out. Yeah, that shit ain't it. I don't know. That I'm all right. Like I said, it was like me with COVID, no taste.
50 million people will disagree with you.
Yeah, that's
Crispy.
Because they only listened to it once.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Which wouldn't that be like a worse indictment?
to be fair,
As if like
in my opinion,
everybody only listened to it once as opposed to
in
people
my
listen to it
opinion,
multiple times.
one of Eminem's worst qualities, as you know, and has been well documented on this program. I have not been a fan of Eminem for a long time, and one of his weakest qualities is his lead fucking singles for every album have been dog shit.
Yep.
Swear to God, because you had this one of them you had Rap God, one of them you had fucking that Berserk bullshit, which you said you
I ain't gonna lie, Berserk
you
was
said
fire.
you don't mind, but
That second verse was fire.
I
I'm not
fucking
gonna
hate
lie.
that beat so goddamn much.
Ain't it just
I
the way
hate
that I'm
that
dressed,
shit.
bitch? You know that bitch. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Eminem sometimes,
like,
but when he started getting in these fucking bags of,
I really, dude. What did I say like a month ago? I was like, I really want to like this album when it
Right.
comes out, but this fucking Houdini shit. And the thing is, look, all right, that's a Slim Shady thing. If this whole album is all callbacks, then it's a flop. Like you can't.
Yeah.
I get why he did it because it's just Without Me again. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like at the same time, and like I mean, the video is cool and whatever, but
The video was cool, yeah.
and it wasn't the worst Eminem song I've heard. I don't like absolutely hate it, but it wasn't that impressive to me, honestly. It is a sample. The chorus is a sample of some band from like the 70s or 80s. I can't remember what it is right now.
But like,
so-
even what did you think of like the third verse where he's like, I'm not Slim Shady, but if I was, and then he just says all this like, salacious shit.
I don't. Yeah, like because that's like a cop out. Then you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like you're kind of that's like me saying I'm not Hitler, but if I was, you know, like
Jew.
yeah, exactly. yeah. What's that? What's his name? Alex.
Kanye?
No.
I know who you're talking about.
Alex
Jones.
Jones. There's one
Yeah.
clip. I don't know what he was talking about. He's like, Joe.
Oh yeah, and then there's the one about the frogs. What
Yeah, but
what is it? I don't know.
I don't know about that. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of a cop out. Is just to be, and he's still like, bro, leave them dumbass that Megan Thee Stallion bar, bro. What the
See,
fuck?
everybody gets so mad about that.
Yeah, that
I
was a
don't-
nice, slick little bar. I thought.
I thought
I didn't think it was nice. I just
I
was
think
like,
it
I don't
was-
care. I
it
was so
was-
in the middle about it. I was just like,
so,
I was way more weirded out by like the R. Kelly one and like the other ones
He
that.
said, yeah, it was like if something Megan Thee Stallion, would I shoot a feat? Like, but he's saying
Would I have
like
a shot at a
it
feat?
doesn't really work because he's talking about trying to get a feature, but you don't. What do you mean shoot a feature? Like, it doesn't really work. That's the thing. It's like
Yeah.
I get what he's going for, but like, I don't know. I have like a thing like that type of shit has gotten kind of just outplayed to me. That
I tell
type
you what,
of
she's a
bar.
big bitch. She probably whoop Eminem's ass too.
Yeah, she's fucking.
Eminem's
she's,
like
she's
an
like a
asshole.
foot. She's like a foot taller than
Eminem
me.
from 8 Mile. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, it's true. I take that. I take that back. My bad. I didn't mean to disrespect you like that, big dog.
No, I mean,
Cost-
I thought it was. I thought it was a
big
nice,
dog,
slick
it's
little
crazy.
bar. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't like it. I don't hate like his rapping on the whole thing, but it's just it just didn't do. I don't really like the beat. It didn't really do much for
That's
me.
what I was saying. The production is just way
Bro,
too
somebody like
ass. That's the main part. I swear, if he
Somebody-
probably would have switched the production with some more
Did you?
that's what
sonically appealing,
That's what
then
everyone's saying is like, bro, it's literally the production. I don't
that's
know.
it. That probably is
it's
the
like-
main thing.
I swear to God, it's like Nas is like, yeah, I don't like this beat. Here you go, Eminem, because it's like,
Yeah.
you know, Nas has the worst beat selection. They're like in fucking ties for that shit. It's like, bro.
Not anymore because Nas got with Hit Boy.
Well, yeah, now his shit's been fired too. But you know,
Watch
you know
M's
the
gonna
history of
watch
Nas
M's.
having-
This album's gonna make no sense. I swear to you, M's gonna have a Hit Boy beat. Watch.
Oh, I'm sure, but it's like
Actually, I think the
M-
track list is out.
M just has a fucking he has a production problem, bro. And like, and the craziest thing is Alchemist is his fucking DJ, bro. And like somebody soloed out the Houdini like verses and put it over an Alchemist beat. That shit sounded hard as fuck. Like it's.
Did you see the version of it where they modified like they AI'd his voice to like the Slim Shady voice, like his actual like 15 years ago voice?
Oh, like higher pitched.
Yeah.
No,
It
I haven't heard it.
made the song sound a little better to me. I know you disagree with that, Birdie, but
It's just yeah, it's not. It's not my favorite, but I mean, oh yeah, it was Steve Miller Band. That's what he sampled, Abracadabra by Steve Miller Band. It's fine, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, no, I see. I thought the track list got leaked, got put out, but maybe it wasn't. No, damn. Okay, yeah, but anyways, we'll see.
Oh, a couple of things that I found that I was saving for the pod, but was out for 2 weeks. One, did you see the Rap Radar with Proof Son?
No.
Proof Son is a rapper, and he's fucking actually pretty hard.
Damn. What's his name?
His name is Nasir. Let me see. I have him added on my phone. Nasan, maybe. Let me. I'll find it. He he's from Detroit and shit. Yeah, right here. And like his album, he's got a feature from he's got Babytron on his album. Icewear. Fucking come on, go to the album, bro.
That's what I love about Detroit is, bro.
see.
Like people talk about how like connected
Yeah,
Atlanta
Royce.
is, and like how much they like ride for each other and they stick together. That's why I think the Drake thing is going to be interesting to see how that part of it, the Atlanta part of it, plays out. Because, but like Detroit, man, like Detroit rides for each other. Like it is pretty like tapped in, like to the point where like Royce will shout out Babytron, and like not just because he's hot, but like Detroit has a synergy right now that they're
Everybody rides for each other pretty
there's
hard.
different pockets of it, different eras, different generations, but everybody kind of respects everybody, which is really dope to me, man. So
Yeah,
I love
I'll
it.
show you guys after the pod. His Rap Radar was actually really fucking good.
Yeah, bet.
I was kind of surprised because I was like, never heard of this. I just saw the video, and then somebody in the comments was like, "Oh, this is Proof Son." I'm like, "That's."
I didn't know Rap Radar was still a thing. I thought Elliot and
Oh no,
B-Dot
I'm
broke
sorry.
up.
I'm sorry. Not Rap Radar.
Off the radar.
Off the like a freestyle.
Yeah, the freestyle.
On the
Okay,
radar,
yeah,
whatever
so
that
that's
shit
off
called,
the radar, I
on-
think.
On the radar, I think.
I think it's on the radar,
Right?
actually.
Is that it? Yeah, whatever. And then also, did you guys see that went viral today? Another on the radar with Mos Def's son or daughter.
No.
That went viral today too.
Damn.
So it's like it's kind of cool because now we're getting like the second generation all coming into the game.
Yeah, that's another thing about rap.
I think that's it because nobody's talking about that. That's an
You know what?
interesting
No,
point.
yeah, that's something I want to explore further because, because think about it. Hip hop, we just talked about it with Jay. Hip hop's 50 now. So,
Yeah.
like, it's getting to that point now where it's like, all right, the kids, like, and you got, like, hip hop adjacent, but like Benzino's daughter, Coi Leray.
Yeah, exactly. And you're
Like,
starting
shout
to
out
see
Coi
that.
Leray.
You're starting
You
to
said
see
she wasn't pumping in the club, Coke About Baby didn't make it when you was out?
I ain't been out, so I don't know.
You texted the group chat one time, something spicy, like, I've been out and I heard 5 Sexy Red records.
Oh yeah, when I was at that party, I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
0 Coi Leray songs.
There wasn't
When I
Coke
was at
Bottle
the air-
Baby?
When I was at the, I ain't heard no Coi Leray at all,
Oh, you
nigga.
must have missed
Like,
that
what the
record.
fuck? I'm trying to tell y'all, like, nigga, what the fuck are we talking about?
But
I'm gaslighting her because she's
Yeah,
cute,
no.
but-
So I mean, it's been I saw this and I was like, I was gonna send you guys this shit, and I was like, no, I'm gonna.
Nah,
save this
fuck
for the
it, yeah,
pod. I'll
save-
show you guys after.
Hell yeah.
He's pretty fucking. He's dope.
No, you stumbled onto something that nobody's talking about. So we gotta explore that deeper when I can, prepare more.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
that's-
100%.
Because
Yeah.
no, thinking about it, like 50, like that makes sense now. Because now 50 is the age where like your child is,
Yeah.
18 to like 27. Like you're in that hip hop range.
Yeah, everyone's like grown
Yeah.
now. Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
So
Dog.
that's pretty dope. I think
Fuck
I
yeah.
like seeing that. And you know what's crazy? You don't get that really with like a lot of other genres. Like there's some rock and roll, like like John Lennon's son makes music and stuff like that, but not that often. It's
Yeah.
not that. It's more few and far between. You're seeing it a lot start to happen now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sweet. I like seeing that happen.
I
Yeah.
feel like artists' kids never gonna like
Live up
live up to their name, because like when you
Well,
think
I mean,
about
that's
all
a,
the
but that's
it-
a
it's
parent,
all-
to,
it's
that's
a-
a parent
it's
to
a-
kid thing. Think about like Jordan and Bron's kids. Like them
Yeah.
motherfuckers can't hoop for shit.
It's
Yeah.
it's the nepotism thing of like, because the problem is that even if they are cold, like they're, because of their dad being who their dad is or their mom being who their mom is, they're never gonna
You
question
just
the
can't
credit
live that shadow. Yeah.
of what it
Of like
what
the
it is,
greats of the
because
greats.
somebody's gonna come in and say, oh well, they had their shit made for them. But like,
And you
I
gotta think about like most of rap nowadays, like most of the artists that be coming up is like all struggle stories. Like
Yeah.
it's hard for us to relate to an artist, a
That
big
didn't
artist
struggle.
kid that never went through nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like-
which I get, but you know, at the same, I just saw a tweet.
I
about
mean,
this,
in the
before-
drug rap era, in the I shouldn't say the drug rap era, the consumer drug rap era that we're in, where motherfuckers is popping pills and shit, that shit can still translate, cause that's not like think about the J era. The J era was we were dealing.
Yeah, now
This
now
era,
there
like
was a
Future
point-
and beyond, it's now like
The
and
u-
Future
the
somebody.
user rather
Yeah,
than the-
yeah,
than
we're
the
the
dealer.
we're the user now. We're the fucking we are the pill
we're the
poppers.
people being sold to. Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
so like I feel like it can't. And you know what, also too, the other issue with it is you brought up a great point about like you know the greatness and like living in the shadow of that. If they're not that great, then it's not going to be something that's known. Like there's a lot of people that like I've watched interviews of, and they've been like, oh yeah, my dad like played guitar, blah blah. So like music was in their family. You're somebody that has music in your family.
Yeah, I come from a
But
family of musicians.
they haven't reached that level.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like therefore, if you were to take your music,
It wouldn't be like, oh, because like yeah, my dad's like
It
a
w-
great guitarist.
yeah,
But if I made it, it wouldn't be like, oh, your dad was you know whatever. So whatever. But you know
it would be no, not even that. People just wouldn't know because your dad wasn't that level.
Yeah,
but if your
exactly.
dad was that level,
It would be.
so that's where the conversation of kids not reaching up to like their parents' potential is.
Yeah.
It's only in the cases of like the greatness ones.
Yeah, and
Like
and-
of the
because-
proofs
and
of the you know like
that's
of the
what-
people that are like
that is what kind of sucks because then those people get like kind of boxed in a sense.
Yeah.
Of like they could be great art. Now there's been attempts that you know we've seen over time that like you know the kids of a big artist have tried and they end up not being very good or whatever. But
Wayne's got a couple kids that rap.
yeah,
Wayne's I forget his one son's name, his oldest.
Yeah.
I believe it's his oldest.
yeah,
that raps.
I know,
Yeah,
I know
no.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I just-
I'm not saying that I'm just saying like the usual cases like artists, big artists as kids, like it just never usually work out. But obviously there's Coyle Ray's and Jaden Smiths and
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
Jaden
feel me?
Smith's
Oh, yeah,
a good.
Jaden Smith's
Jaden
good.
Smith's a good example of one of the kids who like kind of
and
went past the
Yeah, because Will got in and got out of rap.
yeah,
per se.
exactly. That was and I think that's a good
shit
example.
aged terribly.
It's a good example of. I mean, but he's found success though.
Yeah.
Is the point, and he's not like he didn't like try and then flop. Like if you don't like it, whatever. But he ended up, you know, he's found success in it, separate from Will Smith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether that helped him get a foot in the door, that's one thing. But the music itself, you know,
Yeah.
people like. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that Icon album was pretty heat.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sire,
that was a solid album.
Was
Dude,
it Sear?
yeah,
Yeah,
Sear.
Sear.
Yeah, no, that shit
was-
blew my mind when he had like the 4-track intro. That shit was so sick to me.
Yeah, no, I mean,
To
I don't-
this
I
day,
don't hate
Blue
Jaden
is
Smith
crazy,
over-
yeah.
I don't like listen to him, but there's a couple songs he has. There's one song that I really loved from like 2014 or something like that, a long time ago. But
What's that one song on there? Falling. That
Oh,
song's
yeah,
so
Fallen
fucking
is
fire,
fire,
dog.
yeah.
yeah, see, he's not a bad artist.
That's
He
some
really-
shit. That's some shit. You cruise down Jefferson to a 35 miles per hour with your bitch at 3 in the morning. You hear me?
You
I'm
hear
not
me?
playing.
Swear to God.
Hey,
Yeah, I fuck with Jaden overall. Like, I mean, he doesn't really. I haven't seen him do much lately, but I don't know. And Willow is like a fucking metal singer and shit.
Yeah.
She like does some like
Yeah,
All I
I've been
heard was
following her.
whip your head, and it was.
I
I
heard
heard
it.
it.
That was
now
all I
she's
heard.
It's a
like
faded memory.
she's like bro. She's like a total. She's
Yeah,
like she's like metal like fucking.
Yeah, I be seeing that bullshit she be on.
I haven't
all them
seen it.
dumbass hairstyles, that type of shit.
I haven't seen
I
it.
fucking hate famous people sometimes, dog. They be doing some irritating ass shit.
I mean, when you
Like
famous,
why? Why are
motherfuckers
you?
just
Why are
get
you doing
bored.
that?
Motherfuckers get bored.
Why are you doing
dog.
that? Look, I can just point at this whole screen and just say why. Like why? It's just
You
a
ain't
lot of
lying.
why going on this
She
screen right
looks
here.
so, dude. Her and them Will Smith jeans are strong as fuck, bro.
Oh, God.
They look so much like Will Smith. It's
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying, bro. I gotta figure out like when the time is for me to have kids. I gotta like talk to him and like you know, hey, do you be like hitting that shit a certain way to make the kids look like you? Like, how the fuck you figure that out? How the fuck you figure that out? Rihanna said she started working on her new album.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
Does anybody care? We're not the pod to
she's
probably
a-
care about that, but
I mean, it's
Jesus.
all relative.
I'm gonna listen,
It's all
obviously,
relative.
if
She's
it
also
happens.
pregnant again.
dude, that man ASAP.
I mean, but wouldn't you?
So fuck yeah, bro. Rihanna, I'm wrapping my legs around her. What do you mean?
I'm
What
trying
do you
to
mean,
her,
bro? I'm in that shit like this. Dog, no, hell no. Hell no. I'm not fucking pulling on
I'm in that
Rihanna.
bitch. Like, don't you ever just want to talk about our day?
Hell no. I'd be not one.
Y'all think ASAP gonna be on this next album?
Maybe. Probably. I'm sure she's on his.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could see them doing like a Carter's type thing where they do an album together, 2088
I don't
type
think
shit.
so.
2088, one of the best.
That nigga ASAP Rocky too out of the funk of music. It's like he ain't even got the drive no more.
Well, he's in a
dog.
recent
Man.
interview. He said it. He
I
said
feel like he
bro,
ain't got the
coming.
drive.
hey bro, name one of Drake's ops that you like.
ASAP Rocky.
This is-
Like,
'Cause, like,
I
bro-
literally said ASAP Rocky had the best diss out of all of them. I mean, maybe
We'll-
besides
we'll
Rick
stand
Ross.
We'll stand for no ASAP slander on the
Yeah,
spot.
no,
No,
ASAP
it's just
slander.
funny because who did we mention earlier? Oh, The Weeknd, and he was just like, The Weeknd fell off. And it was
That
just
nigga
like
did fall off.
everybody's upset that
It's hard to say he fell off because he had the last album he came out with. Was
I ain't
big, but
saying
he-
falling off as in like he doing bad in music,
Yeah, I know
but
what you
his
mean,
sound just
culturally,
is
yeah.
way off.
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
it's a lot different. And bro, he had that TV show. I never watched it, but I heard that shit was terrible.
Yeah, I heard that shit was buns.
bro, I saw that one scene where he just smacks the dude.
Bro, that shit killed
They
me.
gassed
dog. I'm
it
like,
up.
Bro, I'm not watching this
I
shit,
swear,
bro.
you know
that's
what's funny?
literally the only
You-
scene
you
I
know-
see. I'm like,
you
I'm
realize,
not
you
watching this
realize
shit.
how
Bro.
He's like, you're a bitch. Some shit like that.
the girls all stopped calling him Abel. That's how you know it's a different day and age because that's what like the big fans, all the
Do
girls.
they
who were
call him
big-
Weekend now?
I mean, they don't. I don't see him referred to as Abel anymore because, like,
You're
you remember,
right.
Rod? You gotta
Holy
remember that
shit.
back in like,
Yeah, no.
when he like the trilogy
right.
days. Any girl who was like into the Weekend, Abel always referred to him as Abel, and that's
Like
it.
they knew him.
Pissing me off.
Like they knew
It
him.
pisses me off. He's like, yeah, like you know him.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but was it somebody saying that? There was somebody that made a joke about that. I think, and it was like referring to Drake, like motherfuckers be calling him Aubrey just to act like they know him. I think it was like some stand-up
There's
comedian
this-
or some shit.
There's this one. It's so crazy because this like beef brought out all these stan accounts I didn't know existed. There's a stan account called Aubrey's Lawyer.
Dude, there's fucking. I saw
I
the
seen that low key.
I saw the
Yeah,
viral
that's
shit
like-
of Shane Gillis talking about Drake from like
Man,
5
I
years
remember
ago.
when I first found out that nigga Drake first name was Aubrey. I'm like, this can't be real. I'm like, this can't be real. This is my little
was in
sister
shambles.
name.
Your sister's
My
name
little
is
sister's
Aubrey?
name is Aubrey. I swear to God. I'm confused as hell. I'm like,
Dear Aubrey.
whatever, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, it's been pretty. I feel like people have known that for a while now. But
Damn.
yeah, no, that is. It's an interesting name for sure.
I missed my notes. It's on the topic. I'm not gonna circle back. This motherfucker
Mavs
sign
up
language.
like that?
What's the score?
Bro, the Mavs will be up and not a cat.
I
We'll
hate
talk
the
about that
Mavs.
later.
I hate the Mavs.
Dog, these
I'm
niggas
mad too because I'm
irritating.
looking at my notes now and I missed the side point I was going to bring up, but it's fine. We passed that topic. New music.
New music.
All right. Don Toliver, Anderson Paak and Knowledge, Lucky, DJ Quick and Jason Martin, Nick Grant Deluxe. We had a Tommy Richmond single, a Miguel single I didn't even get to yet.
I didn't even hear about
Yeah, I didn't even get to it, but I saw it was snuck out. Like, this was a week for music. Like this
that.
this had
There's a couple of things.
a lot of shit to talk about. So I kind of highlighted the big ones, but I'll let you guys take the floor. You know, anything new, I'll let y'all hit first. On some Ray J. That Ray J and Shannon Sharp interview, by the way, was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I ain't seen it.
Did you see the clip about him where he was just like, I don't remember anything about Kim K
Oh,
except
I did see-
what
I
it smells like.
I
And
saw-
then he
I
just
saw the clip.
then he just walked away. I was like, oh my god.
I
He's
saw
like, I'm
the-
sorry.
I saw the
He knew what
clip.
he was doing there.
I saw the clip of him saying something about if that sex tape never dropped, everything would have been different or something like
Yeah,
that.
and it was that same clip, and then he goes, all I remember is what it smells like, and then he just got up and
fair,
he just like
he left some mystery. Is it good or is it bad? But
you know what's crazy is remember Ray J was like one of my first favorite artists.
Ray J.
It's so crazy.
You don't know this story?
No, listen,
Hold on, Birdie. Yeah,
listen to this.
Listen to this, Birdie.
Bro. I've known Chris my whole life. It's gotta be. I'm in second grade. He's in third grade.
There's too many Chris's in
This man has 2 fucking albums. He has Jay-Z, I'm sorry, Young Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101.
First 2 CDs I bought.
And Ray J.
Radiation.
Bro.
Radiation. Classic.
And then at some point we had an Omarion album too.
Yeah, that was a little after, but that was fire too.
But
and Bow Wow album.
The crazy thing, alright, like
Let me hold you.
I grew up with an older brother who was like the biggest fucking Wayne fan. He listened to he was into Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, fucking 8Ball and MJ, like all of this shit, a bunch of Southern rap, crunk music, all this shit, and he put me onto all that. Glad he somehow found all this shit on his own. I mean, it had to boil down to you just picking a CD from the store, because I don't know who else would have put you on.
I used to sneak MTV. That's what it was. And then through Jeezy, honestly, God, it was through Eminem and Jeezy that I found every rapper that I ever needed to know.
Oh, yeah, and you had Curtain Call.
Yeah. So
Eminem.
shout out to... And Eminem would name drop rappers that he respected.
It was so funny, like you being in third grade listening to this dude singing in the rain.
Dog. No,
Like,
how about I take it a step further that he probably knows. He probably knows.
That
He just
music
respects
video?
me too much to tell. Yeah. But I think he respects me too much to say it. Bro, not only was I in third grade listening to Ray J, but I was rewriting them songs on paper, pen and pencil, and then giving it to the girl that I fucked with.
I forgot about that, but
I rewrote all the bitches. I changed like one line, 2 lines.
Hey, the bitch's name from Jessica to Erica.
Hey, I see where the game stems from.
Dog.
He ain't learned the game.
I was something vicious.
He ain't learned the game. He taught himself the game.
Dog.
The game.
He is the game.
He is the game.
God given. You
Man,
feel
that
me?
shit was so fun. Yeah, what was that one? There was some girl in the neighborhood you were really into. I remember for like a couple,
Sarah.
from like 5th grade or kindergarten or whatever.
Sarah, well, there was Kaylin. There was Kaylin.
That was it, yeah.
There was Kaylin's kindergarten, 2nd grade. I was enamored with her. I even wrote her a letter after she moved. She moved to Louisiana. I wrote that bitch a letter, and she wrote me back, and then I got lazy.
God, that's so funny because I remember in 7th grade I used to write this one girl letters all the fucking time, and it took me like 2 months for me to write her a letter this one time. I kept telling her in between classes. I'm like, look, Megan, I'm gonna write it. I just said her name. I'm like,
Wait,
look,
I know exactly who the fuck you talking
but
about.
I'm like, look, I'm gonna write it this hour. That shit funny because I seen her at that party I was telling you about. She told me she still got a couple of my notes.
Is it who I'm? Is it? I feel like I'm thinking of the same.
Probably
Well,
shit. It's some Megan's. It was some Megan's floating around.
There was a couple, but I feel like I know the one. We'll talk about it.
You know.
I should have probably been smoother and used like fake names, but yeah, no, there was this Kaylin girl, and then there was Sarah.
I remember in 3rd grade. Yeah, no, I remember my crush. Her name was Lauren, and
Yep.
I gave her.
I was trying to put him on game too. I was showing him because I knew he liked this Lauren bitch. And I was like, look what I'm doing for Sarah. Hey, motherfucker, take notes.
All I knew in 3rd grade was that women like jewelry, so I gave her. It was a ring box, but the ring was a key ring, and I thought that shit was game. I gave her a key ring, like to go on your keys, and instead of a necklace, I gave her a rosary.
I got Kaylin a box that had a K on it, and then she got me a Nerf gun.
Man.
That shit was lit.
To be fair,
That
I mean
shit
you can't
was
go
lit.
wrong with the Nerf gun.
Yeah.
I
Hell
used to
no.
go crazy with the Nerf guns, bro.
Hell no. I told my mom, I was like, yeah, like me
Get
and
ready
Kaylin
to
were
be a
talking about
grandma.
she wants to spend the night. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? We
She
need
wants
to
to
end
spend the
this.
night.
We need to end this shit immediately. I'm in like first grade talking about sleepovers.
Spend the night. That's crazy.
I don't know how we got on this. I truly don't. We was
It's
talking
all right.
about Ray J.
Let it flow. Whatever.
We was talking about Ray J. What was new music? All right, let's talk about the Love album then. Anderson .Paak, Knowledge.
Shit is
Yes, Lord. Summer
fucking-
vibes is here. I told y'all last week. I told you, Birdie,
Rod,
last
you
week.
got it.
It's summer.
You have to listen to it. at
It's
least
summer,
once. You gotta
Birdie.
give it a shot,
Bro, I was trying to
It's-
get to the albums, bro. I started off with Nick Grant, got to No Worries,
Oh,
motherfucking.
you listen to Grant? I haven't
I
listened.
just this is my first time listening to Nick Grant when he sent it to me.
He's fire. He
Yeah,
plays
no,
a
I
big-
fucks with
play-
Nick Grant.
plays a big fan
That's
of him.
since
I'm a
Nick
fan-
Grant,
I'm
a homie
big
of the
fan
pod.
him, too. I haven't listened to the deluxe yet, but I listened to the album when it first came.
Yeah, that's since elementary. I was fucking with that since
Yeah.
elementary, and
He got a lot. He's got a lot of that like.
he got too many songs. Man.
He's
He
got
had
a lot
19
of
tracks
that
on there.
Hove style to him. You know what I mean? Like the way he writes.
He
like,
remind me of somebody. Nah, ho, but he remind me of somebody.
You
I
know-
can't really
I
put a
swear to
finger
God,
on
I've
it.
said the same thing
You know
for a
what-
long time, but I can't put my finger on it.
You know what it
Yeah.
is to me is he is a version. He's a different version of Kendrick to me. Like if you really listen back to like overly dedicated like Kendrick, like there's a lot of that in Nick Grant, but Nick Grant is his own artist. Like
He
is.
like he really, bro,
No,
like
he's
like
cold as fuck.
he is one of the coldest rappers on the planet, and man, like that, like
Bro, when Blue Cheese came out, that shit was one of my probably
Dog.
top played songs that year.
you would think I'm Blue Cheese how I'm dressing is a crazy bar.
That
Like
crazy bar.
he did his thing with this album. This album never left my rotation, and now we got the deluxe, and he had the audacity to have a BJ the Chicago Nick Grant record and not put it on the album. Like, bro, I'm just like,
Dude,
that was fire.
I just said this to somebody the other day. Is where the fuck is BJ the Chicago Kid been? Bro, that man.
I feel like he's got to be coming.
Bro, in 2014, he had a moment, man. He was like Ty Dolla $ign before Ty Dolla $ign. He was on everybody's fucking album back then, bro.
Yeah. Nah, man. I'm just Nick Grant. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this so you know, and I'm gonna send it to you because I'm mad at you for keeping frenemies in the vault. I dare you keep something that fire in the vault. That shit.
Yeah,
that shit was.
I have to listen to the deluxe, but
Yeah, it's 3 new songs. It's fire. It's holding off to a new album, and
we're a pro Nick Grant podcast.
oh, absolutely, bro, absolutely, and I can't wait to see what he does next because this was such an evolution from what he was doing
Mm-hmm.
that now I feel like I can't wait to see where he's at next. So
Mm-hmm.
that was dope. But the Anderson .Paak album with Knowledge,
Fantastic.
You said
Knowledge
what?
is such a fun, bro. If y'all, I don't know
that
if y'all
Why
remember,
Lawed album, the other one I sent you.
I don't know if y'all remember the
Oof.
rap label draft. I drafted Knowledge to my rap label. I think I got
Which
Anderson
was a
.Paak,
good
too.
one.
I think I got it. I feel like I got them both.
We got to go back and
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got to look at our list again. But
we got to
Knowledge-
do that now that we got
Knowledge-
Birdie. Hey, I got Drake and Kendrick. I really
I don't know
smoke
how
the
y'all
game.
let him finesse that.
Knowledge is one of my favorite.
Dog, imagine how
rappers,
much
or
I would
not
have been
favorite
eating if
rappers,
I
favorite
owned them
producers.
during the beef. That's crazy.
Knowledge is one of my favorite producers of all time. I have his shit, just instrumental albums on vinyl. He is so fucking cold. He like streams on Twitch and shit too. Like, bro, he is so fucking. I love Knowledge.
This
so
man
much.
Anderson .Paak too. Like people don't realize he was talking shit on this album too. He had a bar. He said, "I just did Super Bowl with the goats. Why the fuck would I do a versus?"
Yeah,
I
no, I
was
know.
like,
Dude, I noticed that
Holy
too. Yeah.
shit! He did the Super Bowl halftime with Drake, Kendrick, and them.
I don't give a fuck, man. You ain't go to like that. You better find somebody to match up with.
This shit is fire.
You ain't
He's
hoe.
the son of Dr. Dre.
Nah.
He's
Oh,
the son of
so?
Dr. Dre.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
I just did Super Bowl with the goats.
That's not what I'm saying.
He's saying that he's like a protege.
I'm talking about music. I'm talking about music.
Yeah, but he's saying like he's a protege.
Yeah, but
of
he's
Drake.
got a bulletproof discography. He don't got no misses.
Yeah, I agree.
don't
But
got-
I'll see it. I'll see about it.
He don't got
No.
none.
I'll see
Yeah,
about it. I'll
yeah.
see
I
about
think like that's just like we've joked about it and shit. You do gotta give him a fair chance because like it's like just objectively not bad music. Like his R&B shit, he really knows how, and because he plays drums too. Like he's like an actual music. Like he's so fucking sick, bro. And this album is it's so good. I love the Earl verse on it. Glad he didn't, but
Yeah, well, I mean, Earl is just Earl. So,
has to be expected.
do you like Earl?
What you mean? What you mean? Well, Earl is just Earl.
I don't give a fuck.
He's not a fan of
I
Earl.
respect old Earl. I do respect his penmanship, his lyricism. I don't want to act like he's not at a point in time one of the nastiest motherfuckers that was rapping. But
No, his penmanship is still
But-
there. You just don't like his voice. That's what it is. Because his lyrics, you can't
Earl
argue.
Earl got 3 classics, man. A lot of niggas
3?
can't say that. 3.
3? Trace?
Trio.
Probably. Well, it's
The
gonna be Doris. I don't like shit. And then what's the other one?
Self-titled.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the first one. Yeah, bro.
I don't think those
I
are
can still-
classics, but I think those are very good albums.
I
Those
can
are
still
classics.
to this day
But that's
recite
the-
the
If
song.
you are in
I
this
can
realm,
recite-
if you are in this realm of music, those are 3 classics.
I can still to this day recite the song Earl without a beat or nothing.
Swear
I know
to God.
every fucking word.
Me too.
I be singing in my head, bro. That shit
I
is
swear to
bro,
God.
in the music video for that shit, I remember seeing that because the thing is, and this is just a quick little tangent, is I was the Odd Future kid. Like that was my shit back then. And Odd Future was like the new like punk at that time. Like it was like counterculture. It was like
It
against the normal hip hop shit. It was against a lot of shit. They were skateboarding, they were beating each other up, they were fucking, whatever.
Just
Like
doing shit-
it
doing
was
anything.
a real moment, and I'll always have that side of me in my heart and shit. Like I love that shit. I do not like Earl's style has changed a lot, but his actual pen game is still there. It's just his style has changed and the way he presents it is different, but his lyrics are still fucking top notch.
Man, any nigga who make a song like Pigeons, listen, you
I
can't, ain't
He
nothing
was
bad
si-
I can
he-
say about him.
He was like 16 when that shit came
Swear, there ain't nothing bad I can say about him, bro.
No, I can't.
Never.
I can't act like. I
And
can't,
I don't like shit. I don't go outside as a fucking
That's
classic.
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
care what nobody say. Like
That's
that's
such a
That's
fucking
my
classic.
favorite Earl album.
That's such a
Grief.
profound, deep ass album.
Bro,
Yeah.
Grief was just like that,
That-
shit really hit different. Like
And-
when you
and-
actually
well,
sit there and
I listened
I'm
back
not
to
listen
gonna
to
lie.
the lyrics,
His
like-
his DNA might be just as hard as Kendrick's DNA. So
I listen-
he snapped on that whole album.
I listened to Doris again the other day. That album is so fun. It's
Swear.
fun. It's so good, bro.
so good.
Like the production is top notch on it. Everything, bro. It's man. shout
My
out-
thing with
shout
Earl
out.
is this, and I've said it on other pods, but I want to say on this platform because we haven't had the Earl conversation yet. For me, when it comes to Earl, I respect the legacy. Again, I respect what he is and the talent he brings. But I'm sorry, you all the way lost me when you wait 5 years. You drop an album called Some Rap Songs with a blurry image of yourself. You don't even give a fuck. It's like that picture you take while you're moving.
That's fucking Earl sweatshirt.
It was that's
That's
it's
so
intentional.
Earl
And the
sweatshirt,
people-
dog.
the
I'm not
people who
saying
were-
it was accidental, but I'm saying that was such a. If I loved Earl like a lot more than I do, oh my god, I would feel like I just got
you
slapped
wouldn't.
in the
No, you
face.
wouldn't. Because
Because
if you actually liked Earl like how everybody else liked Earl, you would have seen
I
that
feel
cover.
like that
you
motherfucker
would have
spit
seen
on
that.
me and told me it
You
was
would have
raining.
seen that cover. You would have been like, "This is some Earl sweatshirt ass shit.
Yeah.
Let's see what the fucking tape."
And-
about."
And then he
fans were all
sounded
the-
so uninspired. Like,
yeah,
bro,
now that how the album actually sounds is like
that's what I'm saying, man.
He
It's
kinda-
everything.
I'm not gonna.
but
gonna
that
defend
makes the
that
other
album.
stuff worse, right? Like,
There,
you know what I'm
there
saying?
is like a couple songs on there that I do actually really like, but
yeah, it's
at
like
the
3 or
same-
4 good
but
songs.
To be like, since I'm like more in that world and I see like the fandom of Earl a lot, like the really diehard Earl fans all do love that shit. Like I
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
bro. They're like,
That's even
spit
too-
on me and tell me it's raining.
That's even too far down the fucking rabbit hole for me. His most recent album was a little bit of a return to form. But yeah, look, I understand your point, but you cannot, even to this day, you can't knock the pen game itself. You can knock the beat selection, you can knock the delivery, but actual lyricism, there's no question. He's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Earl verses in the past like fucking 6 years was the 30-second snippet he had on FM by the Vince Staples album.
Yeah, no, that was hard.
That shit was hard as fuck.
That was hard. Yeah, so my problem with Earl is that I just don't think he hasn't. I don't know. I
You
just
ain't heard- you
there's,
never
there's
heard,
disconnect.
You never, bro. He had a song he came out with last year. Poor timing, but it's called "Making the Band," which is like the show that Diddy did,
Yeah.
talking about Danity Kane and shit. But it's like a drill song, and that shit is hard as fuck. I fuck with Earl.
Yeah, dog, I fuck with Earl,
I like him.
dog.
I like him as a person. I like him as a
I don't
artist
care if the
overall.
next 4 albums he dropped trash as fuck, dog. I'm always riding for my nigga Earl.
Yeah, you gotta give him credit.
And
where
then
credit's
after
due.
listening,
I
I
never
don't like shit. I
disrespected
don't
the
go
hot-
outside. I already know. You could tell he going through some shit. He was going through
He's
some
all-
shit
yeah,
heavy,
that's the
like,
thing. He's
and
a-
you could tell he's going through it with like Odd Future in them. So it's just like it kind of just hit different. Like,
well, and then he was like his mom said because like his dad's a poet and his mom is a like really high end professor. So like he comes from like a really like intellectual family or whatever. And like when he was like fucking around in high school and shit, they sent him to Samoa to this like boarding school or whatever. That was the whole Free Earl thing.
yeah,
You know what they did? And when he came back, they were finishing up Odd Future Tape Volume 2, and the only verse he had on there was on Oldie.
yeah.
Yeah, and so it was like, you know, he went through a weird, like definitely a weird childhood, and you know all that shit, and so like yeah, and he's always had you know his mental issues and stuff like that.
You
But
said it's
what
only
I-
struggle rap.
What I
You said it's
do
only struggle
like
rap.
for him is that
Say it one more
regardless of how you think it's out or of what everyone thinks of it, he's found his clique that everybody kind of like. It's like him. I saw last 2 years ago now. Him, Boldy James, Action Bronson, somebody else who I can't remember at the moment. I'm blanking. And then Alchemist was the DJ.
Probably Vince.
And like that, no, Vince wasn't with them. But that's like that whole group in themselves. They're all their own. Like Alchemist kind of created this army of like these guys. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we're gonna have to talk about one day Alchemist's impact.
Bodie James is hard.
Boldy James.
Boldy James. He got some
Boy
hard shit.
James is crazy.
And it's crazy because like I remember before he was like popping and shit, like you know, or like before he's like at the point that he's at now, and he got clicked up with all them. You know, he's also from Detroit and stuff, and it's cool to see a Detroit artist because you could tell, bro. His delivery, his accent is 100% a Detroit accent and shit. But he's on Griselda though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So-
interviewed Boldy's cousin. He's actually dope.
you?
I still
Oh,
talk
no
to him.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the one actually who told me that Boldy got in the accident
Oh yeah, that was
and
the
all
whole
that.
thing,
Yeah,
which he's
Which
good. He's back.
He's good now. Yeah. But I don't want to get too far. We kind of got off tangent. I just want to say this about the Anderson .Paak and Knowledge album.
Fantastic album.
Fantastic, summer vibes. That's gonna be my album of the summer. Like when I want summer music, that's exactly what I want. Give
That
me
was
them
the first
slow
listen.
jams. I can play around the shorties. I can chill. I
that's
can
a-
love bomb them, make them feel like they're special.
That's a top 5 of the
All
year
that.
for me.
Yeah.
As of right now. For
Yeah,
sure.
man, that shit is. No, that
It's
shit.
the-
No,
it's so
the
smooth.
sequencing, the cohesiveness of it, like
I love, bro.
It's
I
fire.
swear to God, one of my
It's
favorite
fire, man.
things is when you're listening to an album front to back and you can't even tell when the song changes.
I swear to you, and that's
Man.
what this is.
Yeah.
That's what this is, man.
It
19
it's so
songs, but it's
smooth.
only 44 minutes. So it's like some songs are only a minute. Like he's got a song with Charlie Wilson on there, and I'm like, I'm geeked for that one, and it's only a minute, and I'm still geeked about it. Like it's fire. So that one's dope. The DJ Quick and Jason Martin. I know I'm the only one that listens to it. I fuck with it. It's West Coast rap. I mean, you know, like. I love the energy and the movement that the West Coast is on right now. You got a couple dope game features, and Chris, you'll want to check that one out. I feel like you'll like it more than you will.
This is the DJ Quick. And
Yeah, DJ Quick and Jason Martin.
Jason Martin.
So Jason Martin is kind of like a guy that. So he was formerly known as Problem.
Oh, I know Problem for
Yeah.
sure. Oh,
So
now
like,
he just goes
so
by
like,
Jason
yeah,
Martin.
so like Problem was like somebody that like, bro, like there were people like there was a point in
I remember
time
when he had his moment, like,
where like Kendrick and everybody would pull up to like his house,
like early 2010s. He was
Kendrick,
pretty big,
Nip,
yeah.
Don Kennedy, Don Kennedy,
yeah.
all in the same house. Like imagine this basement that we're in recording right now. If
Uh-huh.
we were to get to say like 3 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, that people of that caliber were in
'cause
our basement. Like
that's what's crazy when you think of like the West Coast from early, like, you know, because that's what Problem was like early 2010s. That was
Yeah.
that was when it was popping.
Yeah.
And it's like all that shit back then between Dom Kennedy, Wiz Khalifa, fucking
the one that's open.
Currency, Burner, all that shit was like, bro, that was a real. It's crazy because the West Coast, that was the West Coast for
Yeah.
that time. You
It
know
was.
what I mean? Like before it kind of morphed into what it's become now, I feel,
Mhm.
which is like more of like, you know, the stomp music, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Stop music. It's
But
like-
Dumb music, silly.
yeah, I don't know what you want to call it, but like that was like there was a time when that was like the West Coast thing. You know what I mean? Was all of that shit all together.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that was who, because you said Jason Alexander. I didn't, or Jason Martin.
Yeah. So Jason Martin and DJ Quick, and man, this is DJ Quick's first project since 2017. So it's been a minute, and it's dope, man. He sampled my favorite DJ Quick record ever, Quick's Groove. It's a little interlude that's fire. But he also had so many iconic samples. They flipped No More Parties in LA. Like, they flipped crazy, like that sample that's in No More Parties in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they flipped that. They flipped
Most expensive album of the year.
iconic samples, bro. Like they did their thing on this.
Did
Well,
they
it's
flip
West
No
Coast.
More Parties, or they flipped the same sample?
They flipped the same sample.
Okay.
Yeah, they flipped the same sample. Ab Soul's on here talking this shit.
Oh,
They
nice.
got Game. It's like West Coast, Dom Kennedy, everything.
Kind of like
that was dope.
It's like what's that one guy? What is it? RJ
Mr. LA. Yeah.
It's like that,
He's
but
dope.
it's like that, but with more reach to have like the biggest West Coast artists. Like,
I wouldn't even say that because it sounds nothing like that. There's no Stomp records on here.
Oh,
Not
really?
a single
Okay.
one. Yeah, I'll play you a couple after we get off. I threw a couple on the playlist. Shout out the Rap Cave playlist. If you're not, go subscribe to that. If you're on Apple Music, every single week we do a new we do a new update of the playlist. So, we good still?
yeah, 20%.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Just making sure.
I don't know what it did. So
Just making sure the
I
camera's
just-
good. Last thing to talk about. Don Toliver. Let's keep it basic because we're gonna dive into it next week because
When we
Adi
have
and
the-
Amr
when we
will.
have the Don Toliver guys.
Yeah,
here.
theoretically we will be fully employed next week.
I would hope
We'll be
so.
fully staffed.
I got about I'd say 2/3 of the way through it.
I listen to the whole
It's,
thing.
it's good. I'm not like a Don Toliver fan per se, like whatever, because to me it's kind of just like it's like what if Travis Scott was just a little different.
Yeah.
But at the same, but I honestly, I enjoyed this more than I liked. What I don't even remember. What was the Travis Scott album?
What,
Utopia?
Utopia?
Utopia. Yeah, I like it. I was
Oh
enjoying.
no,
this
Utopia's fire.
more. I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like that
Blown away
impressed
by
by
it?
it. The Don Toliver shit was all right. It wasn't bad. It is very. He has a sense of one dimensionality to
Yeah.
him, but at the same time,
But it's a dimension that works.
it's a dimension that works, and it's not. It doesn't get like tired. You know what I mean? That quickly.
Yeah.
Like and there's enough variety to keep it fresh. You know what I mean?
I agree.
What's the features he had on there? Because I ain't tapped in yet.
Uh,
He had some good features.
He had Travis a
he had
couple
Travis,
times.
Oh,
he had,
fuck.
Future,
Charlie Wilson, Future.
Charlie Wilson, that was crazy. He had Future.
I love Charlie
I wanted
Wilson,
to
man.
mention this.
One of the
What I
coldest.
do like is that the Metro Boomin's obvious recent with all the the Future stuff, and then him also having the album last year. He was actually listed as a feature rather than just being the producer on it, and I kind of like that. I like that he's getting his flowers as like an actual
Yeah,
artist.
he's elevated himself.
An actual artist rather than just the producer in the background. I just wanted to throw that out there because I thought like the song is featuring Future and Metro Boomin,
Yeah.
which I thought that was kind of sweet that that he did it that
We'll
way.
we'll dive into it more next week. I'm sorry, Don Toliver fans. My initial takeaways are it's good. I'm gonna sit with it. I think I like it more than the last album. I gotta dive into it because I gotta understand why he split it up into 4 tracks. Did you see that? It was 4 tracks,
Yeah,
4
because
tracks, 4 tracks, 4
I
tracks.
was running it like in my car and at work, so
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the track list, and I didn't really notice any big shift between these.
Like yeah,
4.
like sonically, yeah.
The only thing I could think of is like he wanted to keep it like because that's how like an album like a vinyl would come,
yeah.
where it's like 2 records front and back, type of thing.
But yeah,
Um,
sonically, I thought it was it was a step up from the last
Kodak,
album.
Cash Cobain, I gotta say, I don't get it.
For sure.
Grippy. I'm just like I don't get it. It's not my it's not.
For sure is hard.
I don't love it.
Fisher
whatever.
was hard.
Oh, he's got Tizo touchdown. I didn't
Yeah.
even see that.
Last new music thing I want to shout out because I think it's important because I just want to say this so that I'm ahead of the curve. Tommy Richmond is him. He dropped another
Yeah, he had
single.
another single, and it's
He-
also fire.
Yeah, fuck with Funk Master Flex talking
Yeah, I
about
saw
talking
that
that fucking
disrespect, yeah.
bullshit.
I'm not.
Get your old
Nah,
ass
he
on.
got one.
I didn't hear
He
about
From
it.
now
just
on,
disrespected him.
niggas over 40 years old can't talk about nobody less than 39. You gotta talk about 40 and up, club.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas way out of sync.
But what did he say about it? Like,
He said that the $1 Million Baby song was
Nobody
ass.
for you can talk about somebody under.
On God,
But
you
yeah.
can't. Like, y'all gotta stop
I mean,
because
like,
that
I
shit.
hate
saying
to
it.
say it, but it's like
Yeah,
he
no,
only
you're
found
right.
relevancy in radio rather like when he couldn't make it in music. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to disrespect him like that. But
Listen, I like Funk Master Flex, dog. But
Dog,
I
did you
fuck
think
with
he
him too,
liked the
If
guy
it
that
ain't-
screamed? That's called motherfucking bars.
Yeah.
listen,
Like, did you think he was gonna rock with Tommy Richmond?
But that
Listen,
is one
if
of,
it
that-
ain't
that is
real-
one of my favorite clips.
if it ain't
of all
real
time.
rapper
right.
artist over 40 years old, he's not allowed to. He can't have no say no more,
Never
dog.
forget when that freestyle that time.
I'm not
bro.
disrespecting Funk Flex. I love the.
Yeah, no, I
love
No,
fuck
the
with
I
Funk
fuck
Flex.
with I fuck with Funk Flex.
Just
I'm not
stay in
trying
your
to-
age
I'm
range.
just-
Like,
I'm just making sure. I'm just
I-
making
I
sure
wouldn't-
I go to
I
New
wouldn't
York and I'm
expect him
safe.
to
That's
like
all I
Tommy
want to do.
Richmond.
yeah, no, that's just like
All I
that's
wanna
if you
do is
don't
be
if you
safe
don't
in
like
New
a
York.
song
I'm just
like
thinking about the global
you-
brand of the pod.
if you
That's
that
all I'm doing.
old and you don't like a song like that Tommy Richmond song, like bro, just skip over it, bro. Like we know that's not even your speed anyways for you to even be commenting
That's
on it.
yeah.
Like we not looking for
No,
you to
that
give a
shit-
Tommy Richmond
That
fucking
Tommy Richmond song,
review.
bro, that shit sounded like. Did you hear it yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna
It's
play.
fire.
That shit is Nelly transported to now.
And it's
You
crazy
bitch.
because like
2000 Nellies transported to right
people
now.
try to call him an industry plant, and it's like he has other music that he's already dropped.
Yeah,
and
and
it
if he
all
is, he's a
cohesive.
damn good one.
It
I
all-
don't give a
it-
fuck.
it-
If you're a good industry plant, you're a good industry plant.
Yeah,
I don't
and
care.
it all sounds. It
Coy
sounds.
Leray is a good industry plant.
It sounds like if you took every song that he's released because he doesn't have an album, he only has singles. If you took every song he has released and put them all on one album, it would flow together. Like he's an artist who he knows he's made a lane
Yeah.
for himself. And it's cool.
100%.
It's kind of a mix of like he's got like some older sounds, but over like newer production and like I fuck with him. I think he's gonna be the next one.
The last thing, I want to make sure we good on battery and we get this. I'm sorry to do this to you, Birdie, but we gotta talk about it. We gotta
Let's talk about it. I don't know what we're talking about, but let's talk about it.
Ken and friends. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show people.
And show
Listen,
individuals.
I think individuals doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be a
um,
big deal.
Expectations going into this,
That's
because
what-
this to me,
That's why I'm like, I can't do math right
Juneteenth,
now. Yeah,
Wednesday.
I know that, but I'm saying what day is that? Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So
So-
yeah, 5 days, 6 days from now.
Yes,
5 days.
5 days. Expectations going into this, because this is going to be one of the biggest, arguably the biggest hip hop moment of our time. Like,
I mean, that's,
regard-
well,
reg-
no, that's. that could
but
push
but
it too.
but how? When have we ever seen? And I'm open to the debate. That's why I want to have this conversation
It's gonna be a big deal,
I'm
but you
I'm
have to
thinking
wait
about
and
it.
see before you like declare that.
But we never seen a record like Not Like Us be premiered for the first time, and we know that's going to be
I guess
premiered.
being that it's being performed and on Juneteenth and in LA is
That's
I get
that's
that.
what I'm
And it's
like.
at the Forum. It's
Like iconic place. It's LA. Obviously, there's rumors of Kendrick dropping an album. There's all sorts of things. Who are the friends he's bringing out? How does he perform these disses? Like, I just want to ask a million questions, and I want you guys to answer all
I don't
of
think he
them.
does anything other than Not Like Us.
You think that's the only
Yeah,
song he's
maybe
playing?
I don't
Was he-
see
he's
I don't
not
see
gonna
him doing
perform
Meet the
Meet the
Grams,
Fucking
but
Grams, yeah.
Euphoria possibly. That's
Maybe.
pretty.
That'd be the only.
pretty
other
lit.
I think
one.
he opens with Euphoria, brings out Future and Metro for like that, and then closes with Not Like Us 11 times.
It's like you. Ain't Future already on his own tour?
You remember when? You remember?
I don't know where Future's at right
I
now.
don't know where he at neither. I just don't expect Future to really pop out like that.
I don't.
I
I
think
don't.
You
I
really
think-
with him being on tour,
I don't
but
expect that either, but
Can
I
either
think it
of
would
you
be a
look
smart
up and
move
see
to
if
do,
you can
though.
see where
where
Future's on
Future
tour
is,
right
yeah,
now.
Let me check his location.
he on tour for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Actually, that's
We
a good point
share
because he
location.
shared a location with you last week. I seen
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
That was dope, man. I was like, matter of fact, bro, this motherfucker Chris, I called him to see how he was doing with COVID, and he hung up on me. He
Yeah,
said one
Future
second.
actually.
He
Future
said one.
actually texted me and said, "Get well
He
soon."
said 1 second. My friend's calling me, and he hung up on me, and then it was Future.
I don't know how to find.
But no,
him.
like real predictions of it. Who are the friends he's bringing out?
I think it's
Baby
Baby
Keem.
Keem and his people. I don't
Well,
think. I don't.
SZA.
I don't.
I think SZA might pop out.
I think he. Besides performing.
It's gonna
not,
be everybody LA.
Besides performing not like us, like I don't. It's
You don't think he won't perform some of his hits just to perform them?
the hits. Yeah, but I'm saying, but the beef. I think he's kind of over.
No, this is no. This is 110%. I'm stomping on you, Victor Lap. At the bare minimum.
If I mean,
At the maximum, this is Snoop kicking down the building.
I don't know. I see Not Like Us. Anything else is a maybe. That's my opinion. He's not performing Meet the Grams.
He's performing like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like that.
Like
yeah, like
that.
that.
Okay,
so.
that one. Yeah, I can see. Maybe everything
And
else
also
that-
Euphoria.
No,
I would
that's a maybe.
bookmark all
That's a
three of
maybe.
those.
Aww.
I would bookmark all three of those as
Because you have to
performances.
think. You have to think PR wise. It's gonna look just. It's a bad look.
You think it's a bad look?
Yes, because now it just looks like he's not getting over it.
Who what?
I'm saying if Kendrick just performs all the disses, then it just looks like he's just throwing a fucking.
I don't
fit.
think it's a coincidence that he's doing a performance on Juneteenth when one of his biggest points in the beef was
I'm-
Drake, you are not of the
I'm
culture.
not saying that it has nothing to do with it, but for him to perform every diss just seems like him throwing a temper.
The
tantrum.
way the West is unified right now, this is 110%. We are stomping on Drake. Now, whether he wants to overkill it and do Meet the Grams and 616 in LA, that to me, I'm not with. I don't think he'll go that far, but I think he's playing Euphoria. I think he's playing like that. I think he's playing Not Like Us 20 times. Remember when Jay-Z and Kanye played People in Paris
when,
11 times in a row?
People in
He's
Paris.
doing that.
I was gonna say when Travis Scott broke the record for the song most performed in a row. It was Goosebumps,
Yeah.
which ironically also has Kendrick on it, but.
Which could
But
be
no,
another friend.
But the friends, I think, is just gonna be Keem and a bunch of LA people probably.
Yeah,
probably
but
you.
But I think it's gonna be historic LA. I think it's gonna be Dr. Dre and Snoop, who just announced they got an
Are they
album
live
coming out.
streaming it?
Yes,
Oh,
on Amazon, Twitch,
Oh,
everywhere.
we should watch it.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, we should.
But, like,
watch it.
It's like, look, I get that I look like the Kendrick guy here, but I don't understand how you guys don't see this is one of the biggest. Like, name. Okay, let me put it to you this way: name bigger moments for us in rap that we experienced.
I'm
like
not
that
saying. I'm not saying it's not. I mean, yeah. This is. It's gonna be a bit. Well, we'll see how big of a deal it is. I'm just saying this is something I'm not writing off in one way or the other yet. We'll see when it happens, and I'm excited to see.
And think about who Kendrick is. He's always got an angle to something. Whether it's his rollout, whether it's whatever, he's got something. Like there's going to be something more than what we think it is. And what I think it is personally right now is I think it's a victory lap. I think it's going to shit
I
on
think it's
Drake.
a partial rollout for whatever he could have coming out too.
So you think
That's
that's
what
That's
makes
mainly
it
what I
right.
think is gonna be. Just a roll out for his album type
so
shit.
so what does he do at the end of the concert? Be like album?
No, well, he probably performed something new.
Yeah, right, like some new shit or something.
Because my thing is,
Nah,
if,
that
if,
would be crazy.
If he look, the beef is at the moment it's over and done, and all I'm saying is if he hangs too hard on the coattails of it, then it just looks like he's throwing a fit. You know what I mean? It's stomping his feet. Like
I disagree.
I wouldn't say throwing a fit.
I disagree because look, like Drake's still making Instagram posts that people are assuming are at Kendrick. Now that could be wrong, but I'm saying that to say that like everything that these two do, people will assume that they'll automatically tie them together
I know.
for forever.
Which
So
kind of fucking sucks
right.
in a way, but
It does. It does. I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is this: is I'm saying that it doesn't make Kendrick look crazy to perform, not like us to perform like that, to perform Euphoria, to perform 616 LA, Meet the Grims. It won't look crazy because remember the court of public opinion is already on Kendrick's side.
Yes, but I'm saying this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay. That's your opinion.
I
Yeah.
think it.
That would be overkill?
Opinion versus fact.
Yeah.
Because I think that, I mean, part of me is also like, although the beef shit was fun. I mean, look, we were all together for it. And we were fucking geeked through the whole thing. But I'm kind of also happy that it's returned to just normal music again because look, Kendrick is pretty much my favorite rapper of all time. Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I don't want it to just keep continuing overshadowing everything at the end of the day. So that's why, like, in my opinion, I feel like, look, court of public opinion, he already won. So what's the point of doubling down is the point. What's the point of it? I get, not like us. I mean, especially because of how West Coast that song is.
That's what I'm saying. It's the West Coast aspect of it.
Performing Meet the Grams would be overkill, I think.
That's
and
what
performing
I
616
agree.
to me would be pretty overkill too.
Meet the Grams just be lame perform because like I said, the exposure was supposed to be this daughter type shit, and then you don't. You just don't.
Yeah, like. I get not like us like that.
I feel like Meet the Grams really need to be vaulted if anything until you prove that whole daughter shit. Like this shit's crazy
But that again,
not like
we're not
us,
having that argument again. But
we ain't got an argument.
That's not the whole point of it.
I'll say not like us like that, and then
it's not the daughter.
I'll give a half maybe
that's the
to
main thing.
Euphoria, and the others
that's
are
the whole
all
gist
maybe.
of it, bro. Stop acting like it's not. Because anything else he was talking about in Meet the Grams, he's probably talking about in Euphoria,
It is,
and 616. So it's like. The main purpose of this Meet the Gram shit was to expose that you have a daughter. Let's be for real. Don't lie to yourself.
No, I'm not gonna get into this. We'll have this conversation off air, but this idea that the daughter is the main point is not because the last verse is the main point. The whole thing is the psychoanalysis of Drake and everything involved with him. That is one facet of it.
What I'm saying is, what
to people that don't really love rap, that's the big thing.
Okay,
right?
That's exactly what I was about to say. I swear to God.
Okay, yeah, but you know what? I swear to God, I was about to say that. You know what, Birdie? Whose opinion do we give a fuck about? The people that know and love rap. I don't give a fuck about the people that. I don't give a fuck about the people that don't care about rap.
It's a good majority of the court of public opinion that don't give a fuck about rap for real. They just
but those aren't
tracks.
the people I'm listening to.
Unfortunately, we gotta listen to everybody because you don't know who is who. We don't know none of these people personally.
We don't gotta
listen to nobody. Then I guess that just defeats everybody. Shit, Drake won. Fuck it.
No, all I'm saying, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, the Drake one. Fuck it. The Jay-Z one.
I knew he was going to try to save his man. I knew he was going to try and shoot up some bail with that.
No, I'm just saying I want to wait and see what happens. I want to watch it for sure. I think we should.
Yeah, we're gonna all watch it. 7 p.m. Wednesday. We're all gonna watch it. We're gonna see, and we'll probably do an emergency pod after because if like he announces the album or some shit.
I wish there was like a bar who could play that shit like a fight, like pay-per-view.
I bet you there is. I bet you
probably
there
in
is.
LA, but not here. I don't think. But
I think you could find Detroit. Detroit is very in tune with hip hop. I think you could find the right bar.
It's possible. Third Street's back open.
Yeah. But anyways, before we get out of here, I just want to announce Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Missionary, the Doggy Style sequel is dropping in July. No way they're calling it Missionary. Listen, that's just straight up admitting the album's gonna be ass because who prefers Missionary over Doggy?
Depends on what the bitch looking like. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say it depends on if you're in love.
It depends on what the bitch looking like.
What? I didn't hear that was the name, but I did not pick up on that at first. That's funny as hell. I mean, I think that's.
I'd have met a few missionaries, but for the most part, Doggy Style is the best.
It's too on the nose for.
It depends.
The name.
Some Doggy Style be trash for some hoes, like real life.
Yeah,
It depends.
for
Yeah.
sure.
It depends on what the Chiefs.
I'm
look
only
like,
talking
what
about the
faces
important
look
ones.
Like you know, it's
Motherfucking.
it depends on what the playlist is playing in the background.
That's what I'm saying. If you play, what's that Nicki Minaj song? What was it called? Sex is the best.
I've never even heard.
That's how
I never heard that
that's
shit,
how
no.
I know that survey was filled out by
Barbs.
a bunch of Barbs
Stands
and
for sure.
I can't say it, but like a bunch of basic ass white people.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like
sure.
sex is the best. Like
White people fuck the sweet
that
Carolina
sounds like
shit
that
out.
sounds like something. Oh fuck, she wanted a playlist. Sex. Type in sex, and then you're just
Type
adding
shit.
all
Type
the
in the
songs
word
that have
sex.
sex. Sex in
Right.
the rain. Sex is the best. Like you're not. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll
That
see.
seemed a little basic there, but
Yeah.
but also Lucky Day album June 28th.
Ooh. Okay.
A lot
Yeah.
of people are dropping albums June 28th. June 28th is going to be another big week. Everybody's trying to get out for the holiday.
Lucky
I
Day-
told
Lucky
y'all.
Day's- Lucky Day's
I
gonna be
told
fun.
y'all the summer is going to be crazy.
Oh, I knew it too.
The
Yeah.
summer is going to be crazy.
Lucky Day-
Kendrick and Drake held shit up. Now we getting shit every fucking week.
Lucky Day, one of my favorite R&B artists. One of my favorite R&B albums of all time is by Lucky Day. He's so cold.
And I'm saving the other announcement I'm going to make till our part-time employees are here. So I'll save that. I'll save that.
Algorithm is the name of it. Okay. Oh, he's got a couple singles
Yeah.
already.
Frank Ocean wrote a letter to himself. I don't really care
All
about that right
whatever.
now.
Lost me
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I don't give a fuck about that. That's cute. Where's the album at? That's it for the Rap Cave podcast this week. Everybody, I'm Chris Platty here with a couple of the dopest dudes on the planet. Crisp Apples, Birdie. I want to appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Glad to see that you made it. Last time we potted, I didn't know you was gonna make it,
Yeah,
but
I
you know what?
survived. I
You
survived COVID.
You survived. You survived. So
That's
I'm
exactly
proud
what I
of you.
get for going to Ohio.
that's damn right.
Well
Let us know in the
deserved.
comments below. What do you think the Ken and Friends is gonna be? Do you think it's an album announcement? Who are the friends that he's bringing out? What else we talk about? Oh yeah, new music. Don Tolliver's album. Tommy Richmond. Is He It? Nick Grant's Deluxe. Yes Lord or Why Lord? Sorry, Why Lord? Anderson .Paak and Knowledge. All of that and more. Catch us next week. We'll be breaking down everything. Peace out. Have a good weekend, y'all. Turn up.
User.
You know.